Hello, Derby World. Welcome back to the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. We're live from Manchester. This is the Blood and Thunder track, and we have finally moved into the final bracket of the tournament. My name is Plastic Patrick. I'm with Statman.
Hello, that's correct. We have moved to the final 8 of this tournament.
Yes.
And now we are in a knockout format. Those of you that are used to a standard bracket, we are playing it now. We are down to the top 8 teams, and on this track, we have Australia ranked 1 versus France ranked 8.
That's right. Australia will be wearing the green, and France will be wearing the red. Please allow us to run through some rosters for your listening pleasure, as we will tell you who is playing exactly in this game. I will run through the France roster. Joueur pour la France ce soir, 0-0 Gorth, 007 Mac Rocket, 072 Jolie, numéro 12 Jenna Cross, 122 Olive Hoover, 177 Sainte Blandine, 18 Miss Gadin, 19 Tatiana Galaski, 191 Missy Hammer, 5 Buffon, 63 la capitaine Pepe Le Punch, 66 Simon, numéro 73 Oshi, 747 Purple et 493 Hooligan.
And for the team in green representing Australia, we've got number 0 Dire Skates, 010 Giles, 1111 Wheels McCoy, 1337 Freudian Slit, 216 Moody, 2806 Danny Darko, 32 Stanton, 35 Byrne, 358 Jananuku, 4 Slamazon, 444 Scarlet Love, 66 Lauren Foot, 7 Gomez, 88 Tui Lion, and the captain, number 85 Bianca Sciaretta. Thank you. And it looks like we're having our lineups coming out onto the track. Australia starting with 2 jammers. Little confusion tactic to not allow the opponents to know who's going to jam.
Yeah, they've been doing that. It's really exciting.
That's really
kind of exciting for us too, and the lineup trackers.
Oh, the lineup trackers.
They must hate it.
They're having children.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of cool.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. On the screen, they decided it was Giles.
In a moment, we'll report who's actually jamming.
Yeah, and they've got Stanton on there too.
That's right. I love this. We used to do this in football.
Yeah.
When I used to coach flag football, we ran this play. It's a great play. And it's going to be Giles. So Giles is coming through, but lead jammer status is going to France. And France carrying the lead. Pepe Le Punch. This is a great way to kick it off. If you're the underdog, and France, the 8 seed coming into this game, sure is the underdog. Australia's Giles getting tapped to the inside, forced recycle.
Giles has cleared the pack. Pepe Le Punch is on a scoring pass. And she's going to call it off after picking up, 3 points. 3 points for France. Team Australia, 0. That's the way you want to kick it off if you're Team France. You're 8th. You have nothing to lose. It's just going to be balls to the walls for Team France from now on.
And you definitely want to call it off early if you're France.
Yeah.
Right now, going long is not good.
Well, no, it's not good until up until 15 minutes until the end of the game if it's at all close.
Oh yeah. And now we've got Mac Rocket for Team France, but the lead jammer status goes to Stanton of Australia. Stanton working hard to pick up time. She is being followed closely behind by Mac Rocket. This is a jammer-on-jammer match race. Good old-fashioned match race going on. The pack is speeding up close. Now, can they catch up to the pack? These 2 jammers are getting closer. Australia's falling to the back of the pack. Jam is still on. We have no pack control. Pack is speeding up still. The jammers are getting closer together. There's a whip. I haven't seen one of those since. And Australia concedes 1.
Wow, we've been talking about slow derby, slow grinding derby, and this was not it. Both teams both teams were fighting for the front of the pack. Therefore, they were both speeding it up because they knew both jammers were coming up behind them. This was so exciting.
That was a heck of a jam.
And now, you got France at 4, Australia 0.
And let me throw a shout out to our producer, Pants, sitting to my left, doing a good job of tracking it. Pants' prediction was a tie, but right now, lead jammer status to Jolie of Team France.
Jolie première jammeuse pour l'équipe de France. Byrne, c'est la jammeuse pour l'équipe d'Australie qui est toujours dans le pack. On a Jolie sur son premier passage cumulatif. À l'avant du pack, Byrne sort du pack. Non, pas encore, elle est recyclée à l'arrière.
Oh, perfect.
Byrne sort du pack, elle peut maintenant compter des points. Jolie. Oh, Jolie. Et c'est un super jam. Byrne, haute dans la boîte des pénalités. In the box for a track cut. Elle a coupé la piste et c'est un super jam pour Jolie et l'équipe de France.
And this was an interesting track cut. For those of you that missed it, tapped out by number 18 from France, but number 18's left skate was out of bounds. Thought she could come back in, but some other skaters from France had done the recycle on the blind side.
Yep.
Brilliant job by Team France.
Yeah, absolutely. They did their homework.
Holy cow. I love a team that plays like a team.
Et maintenant, Byrne de retour au jeu. Jolie, toujours première jammeuse. Byrne est toujours à son premier passage. Byrne is still in the initial pass. Jolie is going backwards. Oh, back because 1-1-1. Wheels McCoy
It's a double
is
recycle.
recycling her. They're both being recycled.
Yeah, it's clockwise derby. It's Southern Hemisphere derby.
I love it.
And then turn the other way.
I'll go anyway.
Oh, we know you will.
Now we're really
Still going. That's a
the
full
other way.
lap. That's a full lap backwards.
Wow.
For those of you keeping score at home.
If you're looking for the Australian jammer cap, it's in the Australian jammer's hand. She's outside the track and she's going backwards. Now both jammers are back onto the track. Jolie, toujours première jammeuse. Le jam est terminé. Et c'est 9-0 pour ce jam. Team France, 13 points. Team Australia, 0. French fans are going absolutely bananas.
As well they should. You know, they came in here and the story was going to be how close could France keep it? And right now the story is, can France keep it?
Can Australia get into the game?
Yeah, really. I mean, if this sport had a ball, it would be formally in France's court.
Yep.
This is incredible. Giles against Missy Hammer. And a little bit of a problem there at the start of the jam. Australia not realizing they were down a pivot, but now we have what looks like an old-fashioned scrum pack. Australia with the wall at the front. They are starting to run out. There is the no pack call. Can they keep in play? Can they keep blocking? There goes some whistles. Somebody's leaving. France is down a blocker.
Yeah,
Australia's still got 3. There we go. Pack is inverting itself. So now France with the jammer at the back, Australia with the jammer at the front. Somebody's going to the box, but here's a recycle. Oh,
They're
it's a big
recycling.
one. It's a big one.
Oh yeah, we're going backwards again. Get used to it. I think it's going to happen a lot.
It is literally a backwards game, but there we have it. Lead jammer status for Australia. This is their second lead of the game.
Yep,
But
Giles.
the first one was lost due to a
penalty.
jammer penalty.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Wow. Take out Giles.
Well, they are doing an excellent job of taking out Giles,
Yeah.
but look at how braced that French wall is.
Yeah, absolutely. French jammer was still on the initial. French jammer had not passed the pack yet. I think Giles had just had enough.
Giles had enough,
Yeah.
but notice Giles picked up 3. That's nearly a complete pass. Let's take another look. Now look at Missy Jammer coming in, and a perfect knockout punch.
Yeah.
That was a wonderful flying takeout. Holy cow.
Came right in.
Holy cow.
Okay, Australia on the board with 3 points. Team France leading with 13. Pepe Le Punch, jammers pour la Team France. Team Australia envoie Stanton.
And
Pepe
here-
Le Punch à l'intérieur. On la pousse. Stanton, première jammeuse pour l'Australie. Stanton, lead jammer for Australia.
And there's the recycle. Brilliant job ducking to the inside. Good dodge there for France.
Stanton s'approche du pack. Pepe Le Punch. Un demi-track.
Oh!
Derrière elle. Ah, wow.
textbook.
Stanton, ouais, Stanton prend 4 points, arrête le jam, calls off the jam after 3 points, bring her team's total to 7, and Team France still sitting at 13.
That was a perfect textbook dodge up the inside line to pick up all the points. Who's sponsoring this next jam?
Oh, it's going to be Rollline. Rollline is the tailored gear fit for your needs. The Italian skating experience since 1999. That is Rollline.
And now we're getting Moody out on the track for the first jam up against Mac Rocket. Moody tapped to the outside, going to be forced to recycle, but it is a very short recycle. Moody trying to work the inside. France's 3-wall seems to be almost a flat wall. Australia preferring to be more braced, three-dimensional. Let's see if that pays off. Both have been doing excellent recycling work and tap out, so clearly it's a what works for you situation here. One last blocker to beat, 7-4-7, purple. Lead jammer status goes to Moody.
Stanton toujours aux prises avec la défensive de l'Australie. Uh-oh. Et on envoie Stanton.
Oh.
On envoie Stanton. Mac Rocket is going to the penalty box with the jammer hat in her hand.
And Australia are taking this one home. You know, they are clearly playing small derby. They're not playing, let's play it big, let's pick up all the points, let's go pass for pass for pass for pass. They're coming in here with a tactic.
Well, tactic is want to control the speed,
yes,
the pack, and the size of the pack.
Yes. I think that is their goal. I think you're absolutely right.
They want to just dominate.
Giles. Oh, Tui Lion. I'm sorry. Credit Tui Lion with the lead jammer status there. That was the best pivot block I have seen in a very long time.
It was offensive. That's how you play offense.
That is exactly how you play offense. Just sealed off the inside line. That's what you need to be. Those of you who block, watch that again. That's what you need to be doing. First grand slam of the game.
On a Giles. Giles is the lead jammer. Mac Rocket is still in the penalty box for Team France. À l'avant, at the front of the pack, we have Giles on her second scoring run. And now your friend Tui Lion is going to the penalty box.
Destruction of pack penalty. That's sort of what you pick up sometimes when you're playing that power jam style.
On a lead star pass. Star pass for Team France, number 93. Hooligan, the new jammer for Team France. Giles is on her third scoring run.
And for those of you who still keep the old gods, we had a lead change. Now this time Australia look like they're going to want to play it long. The opposing jammer is not on her initial. This is a scoring pass. And this is clearly a decision to keep this one going. In fact, the coach is signaling, keep it going.
Well, when you've got that pivot as the jammer, I think they feel that they contain her, so you just keep it running.
Also, I like the Australian coach's signal for keep it going. It's not the usual finger in the air. He was doing the locomotion over there.
How kindly Minogue of him.
Oh, there you go.
Giles on her fourth scoring run.
And this time, Tui going for a wrecking ball rather than a seal block.
Yep. Hooligan still working on her first scoring run.
And there you go. That time, Tui electing not to play the backmost defender, but the forward one, which helps break up that wall. Concedes 1, picks up 4. That was a well-executed power jam for the Aussies.
I'd say that's a plus 17 differential.
Good math.
Yeah. Team Australia at 28, Team France at 14. Team Australia, it looks like they woke up now. Seriously taking leads. They look like they're just putting the pedal to the metal now.
And keep in mind, they more than doubled their score on that one jam.
Yep. Burn for Team Australia, Missy Hammer for Team France.
And we've got an old-fashioned scrum pack. Australia with 1 to beat. That 1 to beat is putting up a heck of a fight at the front of the pack. Look at that. Brilliant one-on-one roller derby. That's Miss Gadin. But lead jammer status goes to Australia.
Missy Hammer still working on her initial run.
Also, bear in mind, France had an early lead. Australia has had all lead jams but 2.
So I wonder if that's going to change.
So the story is that France are great at executing on lead.
Star pass for Team France.
Good
now
star
number
pass.
13. 13 that
And we have 5-point grand slam on there for Australia. That's number 18 out there, Miss Gadan.
Yeah, Miss Gadan.
Who was that final blocker?
Well, she's
Putting up
well-rounded, clearly.
Yes.
Yeah, Byrne just watching to see when Miss Gadan's going to hit the pack. And she looked like she was looking forward to hitting that pack and getting some derby action happening, but
I don't know
such luck.
I don't know what the French for aw shucks is, but look at this one-on-one block. Just look at that block. Most blockers cannot win at one-on-one derby, and she won for what, about 3 seconds?
Yeah, slowed it down.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I know, that's about as helpful as John Madden on color commentary, but you know what?
Stanton pour l'équipe d'Australie. Jolie pour l'équipe de France. Stanton, première jammeuse pour l'équipe d'Australie. C'était assez facile. Est-ce que Jolie pourra sortir du pack? C'est fini pour Jolie. Stanton à son premier passage cumulatif. 4 points. Elle continue.
Excellent job there with the star stash for France to help sneak out of the pack. Australia not calling this one off early. They are going to keep it going. In fact, the locomotion is clearly their signal, as the shadow coach is also doing the locomotion. But there's another 4 for Australia.
And I think they're just electing to keep it going. They want to go long.
I think this is one of those you do take long.
Yeah.
You know, you've got that other jammer's number. You clearly do. The pivot is still in play. Miss Gadan for France.
Yeah, Jolie's taken off the star.
And we do know that Miss Gadan can jam. This is not a hollow pivot.
We know it's just unusual for the jammer. Well,
oh, no, nice tap out by the French team. Forcing the recycle all the way back.
Oh, that was a star pass fake.
Yeah, now the star passes
now she's
through.
got the star, yeah.
Which means limited points on that pass, 2 points. And now the jam's called off. Little bit of cleanup on aisle 4 there. But 5 points for Australia.
Yeah, that didn't take long of a cleanup.
Oof.
Looks like Australia, Team France has scored 3 points in the last 3 jams.
Yes, yeah.
They came out guns blazing, but now Team Australia look like they've sort of picked up, a bit more of a lockdown on the game.
So Team France scored 15 in their first 4.
Right.
And scored 1.
Yeah, we're now jam 9.
Yes. Interestingly, that was when Australia ditched the 2 jammer tactic. Now Australia, with that lead again, looks like they are rolling into control of this game. Moody with lead. France jammer just, 1 to beat. Gets out of the pack. That looked like Tui as the last line of defense. Not somebody you'd like to meet on a dark alley or indeed on the flat track.
There's nothing dark about this track other than the pain.
3 points in it for Australia. And there are 2 in the box. So this is going to be a 4-on-2 pack advantage for France.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But, the skill level of these Australian blockers, let's see what they can do against the 4-pack. Already positioning themselves. Look at that, the pivot positioning yourself.
Yep.
Right next to those 2 blockers.
Oh, they're going to play some game.
Yeah.
Try to take advantage of that.
Oh, yeah.
And we do have a team timeout called by France. Who's this team timeout brought to us by?
This team timeout is brought to us by S1 Helmets. And if you're looking at this game, you may notice that many of those skaters are wearing S1 helmets. The S1 Lifer helmet, best fit, best protection, it equals made for roller derby. Get a lifer, be a lifer. S1, the official helmet of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup.
You know what I found interesting? I looked behind me a few minutes ago, we had just finished having a replay here, and there are some fans behind us.
Yeah.
They were staring intently at the replay. They figured out.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I mean, in any sport, when you watch tennis, you
want to see
really
it again.
waiting for those replays for that amazing, between the leg hit that Roger Federer did.
So what we need is the video board at the next. That was the one thing when I was watching Champs, and they were in that beautiful arena, the WFTDA Champs, and they were in that beautiful arena with the quad box over the arena, and they'd put the scoreboard up on the quad box. I was going, no, put the video.
Yeah. Look at that. 2 jammers again for Team France, for Team Australia.
Now look at how France are splitting one off to play
Oh yeah,
offense
she's
automatically.
ready to play. She's ready to play that offense.
And what was fun to watch was how Australia was trying to use her as the third defender.
On a Byrne pour l'équipe d'Australie, Pépé le punch pour l'équipe de France. Et c'est Byrne d'équipe d'Australie qui sort du pack la première jammeuse. Pépé le punch sort du pack également. Byrne sera la première à se rendre au pack et compter des points.
Great job by the Australians to take advantage of that short pack situation.
Whew.
And now they're going to call it off short.
I would
And
too.
France losing a skater to the penalty box. 2 points.
2 points for Australia. Brings their total to 51, and France is crawling at 16.
That's right. France have not scored in 4 or 5 jams. 3 jams. France have not scored in 3 jams.
Shout out to Rydell Skates, a proud sponsor of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. Make your skates your own with custom colored, handcrafted Color Lab boots.
I like that. France were trying a little fifth blocker. Didn't work, but I like the attempt.
Yeah,
You know, you don't see that style played often enough.
it's
And here-
the positioning
Yes.
that they were trying to trick them with.
And here we go, Australia again with the lead.
Giles.
The Stars are down on France, trying to play a little game here. Australia doing an excellent job separating.
Woo!
Whoa, airmail.
Yeah, yeah, Giles, there's your replay. Missy Hammers the jammer for Team France, not yet exited the pack. Whoa.
Oh.
She's going to say they tripped her.
Oh, no. We're getting a misconduct
Yeah.
penalty.
Yeah, misconduct by Miss Hammer.
Yep.
Missy Hammer going to the penalty box. It's a power jam for Team Australia. And Giles is the woman you want out for that situation.
And she's already got a great head of steam in this jam.
Yeah.
She was 2 passes in. That is not when you want to give up a power jam.
Yeah,
Ooh, great
third jam.
tap out, though, by 00 Gorth.
Again.
Excellent.
Again, they're getting acquainted.
Those tactical nuclear hips doing
Yeah.
a wonderful job.
Oh, yeah. She even got her to call off the jam. Or perhaps it was that the jammer was standing with 5 seconds or less to go in the box.
Let's take another look. Is this might be the incident. No, this is that nice little
Oh,
hop, skip, and a
beautiful.
jump over the inside line.
Yeah, on the toe stops, right on the line. Yeah, she's good like that.
She is. It is so nice having a replay.
Yep.
That's the one thing I miss about calling a game down under is I was sitting right next to the production team, and I'd say, oh, I hope we got a replay, and I get a thumbs up.
Amazing.
But-
Stanton pour Team Australie. Missy Hammer pour Team France qui était dans la box. Maintenant Stanton, première jammeuse. Facilement, c'est Missy Hammer, toujours dans le pack derrière. Oh, mais c'est Missy Hammer. Passe l'étoile. Star pass to the pivot for Team France, numéro 18. Miss Gadin.
Box is empty. Both jammers into a scoring pass. Both jammers into the pack. We have points.
Miss Gadin. Miss Gadin toujours dans le pack en train de compter ses points. L'équipe d'Australie, Team Australia, choosing to go on.
And it was beautiful on your screen right at the bottom. The footwork up that inside line. Australia are brilliant at finesse. You know, they are not a wrecking ball team. They are not trying to bash their way through.
You
It's
know-
just that perfect footwork.
Footwork, footwork, footwork. That's what wins you the skills, man.
France have done some excellent tap outs, excellent recycles, but Australia just have that finesse.
Stanton on his second scoring run, third scoring run. Wow. And now you got the jammer saying, okay, get out of my way.
Yep. Little jammer on jammer, and that was a poor
Yep.
choice.
14 points for Stanton. Miss Gadin prise dans le pack, mais quand même, elle prend 3 points. 3 points awarded to Team France and Miss Gadin, and look at that.
I would-
Miss Gadin is going, oh, that was tough.
I would argue this is Australia proving why they're the #1 seed coming
Yeah.
into this. The last 2 jams in a row were 14 points for Australia.
14 times 2, 28 points.
Good math.
I'm all right.
I teach math for a living. I'm used to complimenting people on it. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you.
So here we go. Oh, speaking of wrecking ball, look at that. Great job by 28.06, Danny Darko, to make that space. Lead jammer status to Australia.
See, and that's Moody for Team Australia. Mac Rockets the jammer for Team France. And not
nice
quite exited the
shoulder.
pack. Oh,
That
what
was
a beautiful takeout.
wonderful blocking.
Yeah, made her call it off.
Who is that, 93? Is that Hooligan? Yes, that is Hooligan.
3 points for Team Australia.
Credit
0 for France.
Credit Hooligan with the jammer takeout there. That saved probably a full pass.
Yeah, she probably would have carried on,
I'm sure.
as they have been
Oh.
doing from time to time.
I believe we have an official review. Oh, they're using their.
No, it looks like a timeout.
They're
No, it's
using
an official review. Yeah,
as a timeout. They're using their
Official-
official review as a timeout.
yeah, for Team France.
Yes. That's an interesting choice. Although, I guess
Well, they
with
may
10
need
minutes
it.
left,
Yeah, they may need that.
just use it as a time. Yeah.
Well, you may need it. As Europe's original derby-owned and devoted skate shop, Sucker Punch is dedicated to helping you with honest advice to find exactly what you need and more. Our technical know-how and expertise is unrivaled, as is our availability of your favorite gear and the fast shipping we offer throughout Europe. Visit us at suckerpunchskateshop.com.
All right. And there we go. This timeout coming to its natural conclusion. 11 jams into this. 11 leads for Australia. Out of 11 leads in a row. Thank you so much.
Yeah, 14 jams into this.
So the first 3 jams went France, Australia, France, and then it's just been Australia.
Well, the score
Wow.
somewhat reflects that.
It
You know,
does.
lead jammer is the most important thing that you want to win the game. Like the start is the most important part of the jam. And that's where you get lead. And that's where you get to score the points, and you get to control the clock, and you get to control the other team's point availability.
Yes. And Australia have just had it dialed in, and it was
Yeah.
since they gave up that double jammer thing.
Yeah.
So here we are underway again. And it's a jammer on jammer match race. Look at this one, folks. Everybody's sprinting. We got Byrne with lead. We got Jolie who hit. Byrne saying, hit me after I called it off. I don't think that complaint's going to hold any water.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that, you know, the motion was just engaged.
Oh, yeah.
Once she called it off, which, you know, you can try.
That's how you play one of those match races.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going back to the 2 jammer thing. What should we call it? The old switcheroo? I mean, it's Australian. Anything should end in roo if you want it to be extra humorous, right?
Jammeroo.
It's the jammeroo. The rolleroos. That's what we could call them.
Moody versus Missy Hammer. Missy Hammer pour Team France, Moody pour l'Australie.
Moody trying to work up the inside line. Bounces out to the outside. She's got offense. The offense can't do that much, but holy cow, was that a nice shoulder barge out. There we go. Lead jammer status does go to Moody. You know, part of it is the finesse, but another part of it is you can hit these Australian skaters as hard as you want. They are not going down.
That's core strength.
You
and
can push them
footwork.
around, but they're not
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
So helpful.
Moody 5 points. 5 points go to Team Australia. And Moody, Missy Hammer still working on the initial pass.
Now that last jam was the first scoreless jam of the game.
And I'm sure there won't be many more.
I agree with you completely. Flurry of whistles, but nobody's on their way to the penalty box. Must have been from the other track. There is the jam being called off. 5 points for Australia, none for France.
Yeah, call off the jammer when Team France was still working on the initial.
You know, the
Interesting.
pace of this game is so much like it's
Yeah.
neck and neck.
Yeah, totally.
I don't
It's-
think these teams realize how separated they are on the scoreboard.
I think
They're not
Team
playing
Australia,
like it.
I think Team Australia is just going balls to the wall.
Yeah, I think
They
you're right.
not giving, you know, any chances, not taking any chances.
Now we've got Giles against Pepe Le Punch. The offense is dropping off for Australia. France is choosing to bridge. Lead jammer status goes to Australia. That little tap out is an out of play tap out, so the Australian jammer waits, then gets up. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Rather than recycling, just stay down. There's no rule that says you have to pop back up.
Nope, you can just stay there the whole jam.
Just wait there. Once the out of play is called, Now you're free to go without getting that cut. Beautifully done.
3 points for Team Australia, 0 for France. Brings Australia to 95, Team France still at 19. This is top bracket action at the Blood and Thunder track. Team Australia is in the green, Team France is in the red. Little over 6 minutes left in this first period.
A 95 plays 19 on the scoreboard. France down to 2 timeouts. Australia has every clock stoppage left. Australia throwing a little bit of offense. They do like playing that 3-and-1 style and pick up lead.
That's Stanton, the jammer for Team Australia.
France have hidden the star, gone for a little stash. Oh, everybody hit the floor. And now trying to spin around. The spin around works. France is out and scoring.
Mac Rocket, jammer for Team France.
And this is what I love, is watch these Australian jammers. As soon as they come out of the pack, they make eye contact with the coach.
Yeah, well, that's what you want. Yeah, totally, because somebody else is watching what's going on with the other pack, with the box and with the other team's blockers.
Let's take another look. Oh, look at this strong Australian wall. Trying to rotate her way around this wall, you are just not going to be able to.
No.
It was a beautiful trap. It was a beautiful trap.
Oh, only one jammer on the line for Australia. No jammer this time.
And we got a 3-on-2 pack advantage for the team in green.
Oh,
holy cow!
Wide open. Wide open, opened the door, and she walked right in. That is burned for Team Australia. Jolie is the jammer for Team France.
Well, it was a beautiful hesitation move, too.
Yeah, she waited for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blockers are so used to jammers that do nothing but move forward incessantly.
Yeah.
So if you just hesitate for a moment or drift backwards a couple feet, you throw off everybody's timing, and it worked beautifully for Byrne right there.
Yeah, and she didn't wait. Coach said, call it right off. You know, we got no time to waste. We need some more points. Yeah, 4.5 minutes left in this half. 103-19, favoring Team Australia. And now again, back to Jamaroo. They don't know which one's going to go.
They don't know which one's going to go. I love it.
2 blockers. Look at that. 2 blockers on the track for Team France, and they don't know which one's going to take off. What a brilliant idea.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, and you notice they're leaving on after the 5 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Moody steps around the outside. That was beautiful work. This is the other thing, is they have worked on exactly where the edge of that track is.
Yeah, Macy Hammer is the jammer out there for Team France. She is stuck behind a wall of Australia, which must not be a happy place.
That is that rabbit-proof fence not letting a jammer through. Or is it the jammer-proof fence? Can we start calling the Australian defense the jammer-proof fence?
The way that Minnesota calls it the Great Wall of St. Paul.
Oh, I like that.
I know. And look at that, not even giving it a second thought. Moody completed her scoring run at 4 points and called it right off. Now let's talk about those 5 seconds. That's sort of a new thing in Derby, don't you think?
Yes.
In the last year and a half or something, packs really repositioning themselves after the jam timer says 5 seconds.
Well, it was remember in the old days of knee starts,
yeah.
It was a thing where you'd have some teams would stand up when they said 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's almost hearkening back to an older strategy.
Yeah.
And I'm liking it. You know?
I love it. It makes it very exciting. Pépé Le Punch pour l'équipe de France, première jammeuse. Giles pour l'équipe d'Australie. Exits the pack, elle sort du pack. Pépé Le Punch sera la première à rentrer dans le pack.
And it's their first lead jam for France in 18 jams.
Et là, il y aura de l'offense. Offense, Team Australia, Team France going in full offense, knowing that Pépé Le Punch can call it off. On prend 2 points pour l'équipe de France, 2 points for Team France. 21 to Australia's 107.
France doing exactly what they had to do there.
Yeah.
And you do have to hit it and quit it.
You do, because Giles was coming in like a freight train.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they went all 4 offense, trying to get as many points as you want. And let's call it off before Giles gets anywhere near us.
That's also France's first points in 8 jams.
I bet you they're hoping for another one very soon.
Now we got Stanton versus Mac Rocket, but it looks like Stanton's going to pick up lead. Again, that hesitation move.
Yeah, she waited for the door to open, and it did.
That's very well done. Australia have a bunch of tactics that they're using. They're not stuck to the same play.
No, and they're all on the same page.
Yes.
It's like a dance that they're all doing together.
Well, and you know, it's easy to say, oh, it's a team sport. They should all be on the same page.
Whoa. I didn't see her tap those hips, though. It looks like she was actually doing the locomotion.
She was actually doing the locomotion, signaling the coaches that she was understanding the signal.
Yeah. I guess the ref mistaken that for a hip tap.
Well, and that's
odd.
So one of the Australian coaches just went in to have a word, and that's
yeah.
It won't happen
Listen,
again.
when we do the locomotion, we're not tapping.
Well, and when you're up 111 to 21, you're not going to flip out at the ref. You're going to go up and say,
no.
Listen.
Yeah, no, just so you know.
Yes, exactly.
Byrne contre Joly. Byrne for Team Australia, Joly for Team France.
Oh, Joly doing a great job trying to work past that jammer-proof fence there at the back. Keeps getting by one or two, but they reform so quickly.
Yeah, look at that front, though. Byrne, she just got those blockers out of the way one by one.
And here comes the offensive cavalry for France. Whoa! Jammer down.
No kidding. Jammer down, and then suddenly there were 3 blockers in front of her.
I know.
Look at that Tui line just getting way, way down. You're not getting past me. That's a tall lady.
Oh, yeah. She's something like 6'2" out of skates.
Yep. Joly exited the pack. Byrne is the lead jammer. Picked up her points. 4 points. That's as many as she could get. Called it right off. Brings Team Australia to 115. Team France to 21. And there are 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 left in the jam. Nobody's going to ask for a timeout.
That's
Why
right.
would you?
We're going to take this one to halftime. 115 plays 21. 3 lead jams for France. 20 lead jams for Australia.
Yeah.
Holy cow. And there's a bit of a roar from the USA-Finland track.
I say that's Finland doing something cool.
I would think so.
Yeah, we're going to let you go check that out during our halftime. We'll see you back here in a little under 14 minutes, Statman.
See you then.
We are live in Manchester. This is the Blood and Thunder track at the Roller Derby World Cup 2018. This is a top bracket game. Australia facing France, 115 to 21.
And this is
top bracket is top 8, right?
That's correct. So this is a number 1 seed versus a number 8 seed from the rankings games done earlier today, or from Thursday all the way up to earlier today. And the winner here is going to play the winner of England v Sweden,
right?
Which is the 4v5.
Yeah.
And then the winner of that goes to the final.
Right.
And
the loser of that goes to the third place bout.
Correct. The loser of the semifinal. And the loser of tonight's game plays the loser of the England-Sweden game.
Right.
And then the losers of the other 2 games also play. And that forms a 5th place game and a 7th place game.
And if you're wondering why there are so many losers in that sentence, you can just go to the Roller Derby World Cup Live website and you can read it.
It actually has a really good explanation.
Yes.
I don't know why people find it complicated. It's right there in plain written English.
Exactly.
When I put on this Team USA jersey, I feel like I'm representing every single person that plays roller derby.
You've all got the internet. Go to the website. In the meantime, though, we're going to bring you the second half of this game in less than 30 seconds. You know, new tactic that we've discovered in Derby brought to us by Australia, which was jammering, not being utilized this time.
Instead, we're getting some great jammer dancing there.
Yep.
Although this is blockering. How many blockers
You're absolutely
Australia
right.
have?
I was just noticing that. There are too many Australian blockers on the track.
By a factor of 2.
Again, using that, 5-second strategy to make sure that the other team doesn't know what you're going to do. They had 4 blockers exiting the track.
They had 2 packs worth of blockers.
Wow. Wow.
And you notice they didn't all peel off at the same moment either.
No.
So Giles for Australia picking up lead. The Australians are just messing around with it.
Totally, and it's working.
I'm sure they had to brief the refs ahead of time.
I bet they didn't. It's not illegal.
It's not illegal, but sometimes you want to tell the refs you're going to do it.
Oh! And Giles being pushed out of bounds.
By the opposing jammer, so just decides to wait.
Oh, man, that's not what they wanted. That's not what Pepe Le Punch wanted. Now she's stuck behind the pack again. And
Giles is just dancing.
Yeah, Giles just killing time.
So unfortunately, Pepe Le Punch has sort of inadvertently given Giles just as much an excuse as she had before to not call this jam off. I'm not sure she's trying to jam, just like doing a booty dance there, and now calling it off.
Yeah, Giles just said, okay, enough of this. I don't feel like dancing anymore.
Well, Giles had the 5 points from that pass. Yeah. You can't get more points.
No, so unless you do another pass.
Unless you do
which, you know, she had to pass the pack again, which just possibly just proved to be too much of an effort and said, okay, give it to somebody else.
Now, for those of you keeping score at home, we did check on the penalties during halftime. Nobody is in penalty trouble.
No, it's pretty low, too.
13 plays, 19. France with just a few more penalties on the board. Byrne versus Mac Rocket on this jam, and yet again, it's Australia. Good morning, Sydney. You have a lead jammer.
That's right. Mac Rocket is the jammer for Team France. She is stuck behind a wall of green blockers as Byrne enters the pack on a scoring run. Oh, tiny. Oh, look at that. She was almost sitting on her skates.
I love it.
She couldn't pick up any speed, though. Too bad. It looked really cool.
Well, it was a little bit of a stealth jam because people didn't see her.
No.
A couple of blockers completely missed her because they didn't see her go by.
She went right underneath somebody's butt.
It's a tactic.
Mac Rocket stuck behind the last 2 blockers for Australia. They had to let her go. She was too far out. And Byrne is back into the pack, scoring again. Second scoring, and on the outside, she was bumped out by the pivot for Team France. And now calls it off.
Meanwhile, France losing a blocker due to a multiplayer.
Yeah, 8-0.
So this will start as a pack advantage. And France, here we go. Let's take another look at this jam start. Look at Byrne rotating, keeping her feet inbounds. Beautiful job.
Yeah.
I just want to say hi to anybody from down under Derby watching. You know how well we would have done that replay. I'm just going to put it that. You know how well we would have done that replay. Here we go. Australia choosing which jammer to go with. I'm sure they knew the whole time.
Pack going straight from the pivot line right up against the start line.
Well, it was a great job. France are doing a wonderful job of switching from defense to offense.
Stanton is the lead jammer for Team Australia. Ms. Gadin is the jammer for Team France. Both are out. Both are on the scoring run.
France's transition is about as fast as you could want it to be, but they're being forced to transition. They aren't picking up enough leads.
Ms. Gadin stole a point.
She did. Here we go. Look at how fast that transition came in. Awesome star pass over the top.
Yeah.
Wonderfully done.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much how you want to do a star pass, textbook.
Absolutely.
You know, give a clinic, that's how you teach it.
Also, that was a textbook replay. You know, that was one of those where you're like, I'd love to see that again.
Yeah, a testament to our production team.
Thank you,
Derby
production
Duck,
team.
hello.
Derby Duck Productions, wonderful people.
Moody, for Team Australia against Missy Hammer. Both jammers stuck in the pack. Il y a Missy Hammer pour Team France qui est à l'avant du pack. Est-ce qu'elle pourra sortir du pack? Il y a 2 bloqueuses d'Australie. No, Moody picks up lead.
I could hear the French crowd getting louder and louder. They were thinking, is this our moment?
Yeah.
No, Moody decides to take it anyway, squeezing through.
And Missy Hammer exits the pack as Moody enters the pack on a scoring run. They just cleared the way for her on the outside.
Nice shot.
Nice shot while she was calling it off. The whistles had not been blown, though. So it was fair game.
Number 73, Oshie, with the awesome takeout. Now check this out. Is Giles playing a stealth jam here?
Will it be Giles?
I'm thinking it's going to be Giles.
Or will it
Pepe
be Gomez?
Le Punch doesn't know that Giles is there, you see. I think that might be the game. Right now, you can't see on your camera. You can't see on your screen. Giles has left the track. Giles was starting 20 feet back.
Like Elvis, Giles has left the track. Gomez is the lead jammer for Team Australia. Pepe Le Punch, la jammeuse pour l'équipe de France. Gomez going to the box. She cut the track, and now Pepe Le Punch is not lead jammer because she removed the panty. I'm sorry, the jammer hat.
This is an important opportunity for France.
It is a power jam, but it is not she is not lead jammer, so Gomez will have a go at it too.
That's correct. So this one is going the full 2 minutes. That is one of the rules, isn't it?
Il y a Gomez en super jam qui est dans son passage cumulatif. Et là, Australie accélère la cadence. Australia is speeding it up, not wanting to give away any points. Unfortunately, malheureusement pour l'équipe de France, il y a seulement 2 bloqueuses pour aider Pepe Le Punch à prendre des points dans ce super jam. Et là, Gomez comes back into play, and she has removed the jammer hat. She has to redo her initial pass because the first one was illegal. She's done it.
That's
She's going to put the jammer cap back on, as Pepe Le Punch is still working on scoring pass number 1.
But the jammer-proof fence is living up to its name. Look
sure
at this.
Is. They killed that power jam like it was nobody's business.
And here we go. It's 4 points, 5 points apiece.
Yep.
Oh, beautifully done by France. Those are important points.
Pepe Le Punch hitting the pack as Gomez was hitting the pack. Gomez was just recycled.
And this is what I like. Looks to her coach. Coach says, no, you just keep going.
Well, nobody's lead jammer.
No.
The
but
coach
it's one
can say whatever he wants.
Right. But that suggests to me that she's not focused on whether she is or isn't lead jammer. She's focused on ask the coach.
Right.
And that's a great attitude.
She probably takes a look.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a force of habit.
Right. And that means good team cohesion. That means they're going to work together as a unit. That means they're going to make those smart plays together.
Very high-scoring jam. 9 for Australia, 8 for Team France. Brings Australia to 145. Team France now at 30.
And over there on the Australian side, I see an Australian Indigenous flag on display. Haven't seen that one in a long time.
Well, you know, I think they just see it as one Australia.
There it is.
Yep.
It's a
one
lovely
Australia,
flag.
one love.
And here's Byrne against Mac Rocket. And Byrne's going to pick up lead for Australia.
Quite quickly.
Oh, says, get out of my way.
Yeah, bonk.
Take a seat.
Yeah. That was her soaring pass. Star pass pour Team France. On a passé l'étoile et maintenant c'est 93 Hooligan qui est la nouvelle jammeuse pour l'équipe de France. Byrne arrête le jam. She calls it off after picking up 4 more points. That's a 9-0 jam for Team Australia.
I sort of expect Australia to start taking it long now. Here is another replay. Let's take a look at how she works that outside line. Beautiful cutback.
Yeah, well, how aware?
Well, it was a cutback, but if you watch closely, a little toe stop drag to slow herself down.
Yeah, she could see the other jammer coming.
Right. And
out of her corner of her eye.
And it forces that flying takeout to miss.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, and now, now French jammer are wondering, okay, which one of you is going to go at it?
And somebody's called time. I'm wondering who it is.
Yeah.
I'm wondering who it is.
Well, while we're wondering, let me tell you about Girls on
Track
Foundation.
There's that Indigenous flag. There you go.
Ah, yeah.
See it on your screen.
Do you know that by age 14, girls are dropping out of sports at twice the rate of boys? We think roller derby can help change that. Learn more at girlsontrackfoundation.org.
Yep, absolutely. Help get involved with some of the causes here supported by roller derby.
Speaking of roller derby, do you know there are a lot of T-shirts being passed around in roller derby? There's even a roller derby shirt club. Get a different shirt from a different roller derby league from around the world every month. Join the roller derby shirt club at rollerderbyshirtclub.com.
Okay, Australia have like 7 blockers and 2 jammers.
Yep. Look at that. Their bench is empty.
Their bench is empty.
Who needs these chairs?
There's the 5-second warning.
4 extra players on the track.
And not only did those blockers leave, the other ones completely shifted where they were in the pack.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was Stanton. Stanton picking up lead jammer for Team Australia. Jolie is the jammer for Team France. She has removed the jammer cap. She's going to have a go at it with Stanton, but no such luck. Oh, she takes a nice hop and a skip over the Australian blockers and completes her initial pass.
That's beautifully done by Jolie.
Yeah. Stanton calls off the jam after picking up, let's see, all 5 points. a grand slam for Team Australia. That's good enough to call it off, I say.
Remember, it's not just the lead jammer who does awesome stuff.
Look at
Here's that another look at watch all those Australians disappear.
Yeah.
It is a great tactic.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Using up those 5 seconds to confuse the hell out of your opposing team.
It's an age-old tactic in American football called the shift.
Yeah.
And it's an effective technique. And I'm glad to see they're utilizing it here, especially at the World Cup level.
It seems like it's brand new, though.
These teams haven't seen each other.
Nope.
You know, you roll something like that out, you never know what you're going to see.
Gomez for Team Australia facing Missy Hammer for Team France on the jammer line. Gomez is pushing at the front, and she picks up lead jammer status. However, Missy Hammer goes to the box on a track cut. One of the few jammer penalties that we've seen in this game.
That's true. So this is going to go in as a power jam for the Australians. We got 3 French blockers. Here comes the Australian cavalry. Wow!
Kabam. Kabam, but you know, not 100%. Well, yeah, she got out. I was going to say, well, she's not out yet, but then
no, I know what you mean, because quite often those sweep plays don't quite work. They're too busy sweeping them one way, and then they squirt around the outside.
And it's not like the team that's fighting the power jam, doesn't know that you're going to come.
Right.
So they take a step forward.
But what I love there is they followed through with the sweep, and then the ones at the back came around to make the final play. Beautifully done.
A double sweep.
It was a double sweep.
And now again, 2 jammers on the track. Giles is the one that's going to go. Missy Hammer's in the box. Giles has got the power start, and she clears the pack on her initial.
Missy Hammer's out of the pack, out of the box, so track is full.
Missy Hammer working on the initial pass. Giles is on her first scoring run.
You know, the other thing I love about these Australian jammers is they don't always dive right into the middle of the pack.
No.
So often when you're watching playoffs,
they keep you guessing.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, why always go one direction when there are a few?
Absolutely.
Giles stretching that pack all 20 feet. She picks up 4. Missy Hammer still fighting for that initial pass. Handed the star over to number 18. That is Miss Gadin. Miss Gadin has received a few star passes.
And France have 2 blockers in the box. This is going to be a 4-on-2 pack advantage for Australia.
Oh, Lord.
That's big.
Yeah,
Let's take another look. Here comes your Australian jammer up at the top.
Pass. Beautiful star pass on the side, right over the line.
Wonderfully done.
Well, they've been very good at this star pass business, Team France.
They really have, and they've executed it quite well.
Yeah, 2 jammers now squeezing.
It's exactly what you need to do. It's exactly what you need to do when you're behind.
Mac Rocket removing the star. She's the jammer for Team France. Freudian slit. Oh, look at that, a new jammer for Team Australia.
First jam for Team Australia, yep. 3/4 of the way through this game, it's time to start exercising the other end of your depth chart, I suppose.
Hey, she's going to play tomorrow. She might as well warm up tonight.
Absolutely. And tomorrow's game, you think tonight's game's important. Tomorrow's game is a semifinal.
Yeah.
Whoever wins this is going to a semifinal.
Now Freudian is fighting for her scoring pass, while Mac Rocket is fighting for her initial pass. 2 Australian blockers in the box. There were 3 Australian blockers in the box, and they kept Mac Rocket from completing her initial pass that long. That is a testament to each blockers individually.
And we have a final score. Scores from around the league. Canada versus Argentina. Canada won 254-70. And USA versus Finland ended 309-34. So it looks like USA are going to play Canada tomorrow in a semifinal.
USA and Canada? It's not England?
No.
Yeah, right.
It'll be USA, Canada, and then the winner here versus the winner of England, Sweden.
Well, perfect time for a timeout so that we can talk about this.
Well, that's going to be, 2 fun. Like, if all the scores stay, then we get 2 classic rivalries, right?
Yeah.
We get the North American rivalry in the one semifinal, and on the other side we get the Ashes, England versus Australia.
Yeah. You're right.
Our producer's Australian. As soon as I said the Ashes, he went a little nuts.
Also, you know, not a disappointment, not a complete surprise, but I thought that at least one team would crack that top 4. One team that was not part of that top 4 VIP room would actually crack the top 4.
I think
it looks like it's not happening.
No, I think the term VIP room is absolutely right. Because
they've been there since the very beginning. They were the first 4 finalists at the first World Cup in 2011, again in Dallas.
It's not so much a first tier. There's a 0th tier of nations.
Yeah.
And then your first tier of nations are people like France and Finland. But that one you start fading in.
Yeah.
Indigenous had a claim at being in the top 10. They were very close.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't.
A couple of points here, a couple of points there, and they would be in the top 10.
Yeah.
You know, Wales and Scotland both had a claim at being in the top 10.
Okay.
Germany.
Top 10 action right here on the Blood and Thunder track. Pepe Le Punch, première jammeuse. Oh, she was first jammer. Not for very long because now she's in the box, unfortunately. Giles is the jammer for Team Australia. Lead jammer status still available for her to pick up because Pepe Le Punch is in the box. And she actually has claimed lead jammer status, but she was pushed on the inside and recycled back. So Giles owns the clock at this point and is going to have a go at it. She has to exit the pack, actually. Okay.
Yep, there's the lead.
She has lead. Pepe Le Punch is back on the track. She's got to complete her initial pass, unfortunately for her. Oh, number 18, Miss Gadin.
Well done.
Take out on Giles, and Giles perhaps not knowing that, not knowing that
I think that was a
Pepe Le Punch was on her initial pass.
Let's take another look. There was the scramble off the pack. Let's see, there's the whistle, almost through.
Beautiful,
and there's the call. Yep.
Yeah, so pretty yet so wrong.
So 3/4 of the way through this game. 177 for Australia. The team in green plays 30 for France. The team in red. My name is Statman. I am here with Plastic Patrick, and Pants is our producer from Australia. You can't hear Pants. Pants are silent.
Oh no, but all these numbers come from Pants.
All the numbers come from Pants.
Stanton for Team Australia versus Missy Hammer. And at the front of the pack, c'est Missy Hammer, la jammeuse de l'équipe de France. Première jammeuse pour le Team France. Stanton sort du pack également.
That's their first lead in the second half. 11 leads for Australia, 1 for France. This is a golden opportunity, France.
Hey, better late than never.
Absolutely.
Oh, beautiful on the line, Missy Hammer.
And what you have...
Combien de points? We're about to see how many points.
My chuckle was just for the look that the jammer ref gave the OPR.
Yeah.
Here, let's take another look at picking up that lead. Beautiful turn. Great job planting the right hand to stay in bounds.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Yeah, 3 points for Team France.
You know, that's the thing.
0 pour Australie.
France are skating very, very well. France are skating very, very well here.
They are.
It's not a case of France doing poorly. They're just outclassed. Australia are playing at a different level.
It's just that, again, it's that lead jammer. If you can't get lead jammer, you can't get points.
Thank you, John Madden. He was, for those of you who don't watch the NFL, he was a color commentator. He used to say helpful things like, they're looking to score this half, and it's hard to win the game if you don't score points.
Well, that wasn't that basic a comment. Team Australia, Moody picks up lead. Jolie is the jammer for Team France. Jolie still in the pack. Moody is lead jammer, approaching the pack on her first scoring run.
And this time, it looks like France are starting to figure out how to slow Australia down. Look at this. This is the last jam. France got lead. This jam, France have a lockdown defense. Look at this wall. Look at that waterfall.
Unfortunately, it's on a scoring run, and their jammer has not exited the pack.
No, but look at how the French blockers are managing to stay in play.
Yep.
This is very well done.
Moody, 5 points.
That was what, a 20-25 second pass?
Oh yeah,
that's great defense.
Oh yeah. With a hop, skip, and a jump, that was Jolie for Team France completing her initial jammer cap in hand.
And the Australian coach is signaling, hold it and call it.
Call it off.
I like this too. Not only do they have a keep going signal, they also have a signal that says call is soon. Keep paying attention. I like that. And hang on, before you do that, here's another look at that great tap out by number 66. Tell us about our sponsor.
Kaya Skates. Kaya Skates, quad roller skates, plates, and accessories for roller derby, lifestyle, park skating, and dance. It's time.
So
Kaya-brand.com.
So you couldn't see it from your screen, but we had the two jammers set here with Giles 3/4 away on the turn, but lead jammer status goes to France.
C'est Mac Rocket, première jammeuse pour l'équipe de France. Gomez sort du pack pour l'équipe d'Australie. And look at that pack speed. Team Australia is good. It's just putting the speed on.
From the last 3 jams, 2 leads.
Yep, and even Team France is having a bit of a hard time keeping up. You can't have a 2 spread out of a pack, though.
No, this is... Well, Australia are trying to control the speed.
They sure are, and they were.
Oh!
Ow!
Oh.
Gomez taken out by Galaski.
Galaski bringing the pain. That was beautifully well done.
Yeah, Mac Rocket. Mac Rocket, 4 points.
That's right.
Il y a Gomez qui sort du pack également, prend 4 points.
And this is how Australia are trying to control a non-lead jam. This is very well done.
Except this time, France said, we're not going anywhere.
No. Well, now that they've thrown offense, they are. You see, now Australia control the pack again. This is the game they're playing.
And they're at the front.
Right.
Yeah.
So as long as Australia are at the front and France are willing to play offense, Australia are driving the pack speed.
They are.
That's, I'm sure they've drilled what to do when they don't have lead.
Of course.
It's just a situation they haven't seen today until now.
Well, there are a few times before.
That's true.
Gomez exits the pack, picking up 4 points. Mac Rocket still owns the clock. I bet you she's got those points in the bag. She's keeping it going. Yeah, now she's stopping it. Yep. Yeah, she did have those points.
That's the other thing.
8 on 8.
That's the other thing I like is people are now counting the points in progress.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take another look. What are we taking a look at here? Oh, that step around the outside.
Yeah.
Oh,
beautiful.
Such footwork.
Yeah.
Such footwork.
They opened it up for her.
But so we've got an official review called by France. But what I was going to say.
Tell me.
Is that, up until this year, most coaches would not call a jam until the opposing jammer was close or you were out of the pack. They only thought about the points that were already put up by the ref. And now they're like, well, we passed nearly everybody. We probably have 4. Might as well call. I love it. It's cleverer.
Yeah, it is. Because you don't have to exit the pack to score the points.
No.
And sometimes, we've seen this recycling how many times now, But blockers waterfalling to the front, even after they've given up their point.
Exactly.
Jammer's stuck behind my teammate, I'm just going to go to the front. And in case they actually do make it past, and then we're going to form a wall in front of that and make it even more difficult for them to exit.
Exactly. So while we're on this official review, do you want to tell us about another sponsor?
I sure will.
Shall I do the rankings?
I'll tell you about Roller Derby City.
Please do. I love them.
Being skater-owned and operated means supporting the roller derby community is at the heart of what we do. And we've been proudly supporting local roller derby since we began back in 2010. That is Roller Derby City.
So my partner is getting the report of what the official review was. Make sure that you want to tweet us at #RDWC2018. We'd also like to thank all the officials, photographers, volunteers who are making this tournament possible. What was the story there?
Team France is requesting a forearm on the Australian jammer for pushing out a blocker.
Okay. And I'm presuming it was denied because there's no jammer in the box.
I think they may still be talking about it.
Oh, they might still be talking about it. Look at that. They're still reviewing. And there we have jammers on the track where you'd think jammers would normally hang out.
A ginormous Australian pack.
While we're here, let's do a rundown of the... Oh, there's us. Hello. Oh, damn it. I had this all set to give you all a rundown of the rankings. There we go. So current rankings, I'm going to skip the top 8 because they are currently competing. Starting from number 9, Aotearoa, Spain. 11 is Wales, then Scotland. 13 Germany, Ireland. 15 Mexico, Belgium. And those are the ones that will play tomorrow in a single ranking game.
Yeah.
Starting at 17, we get Philippines, Denmark, Brazil, Norway. 21 is Netherlands, Korea, Italy, Iran. 25 West Indies, Portugal, indigenous Switzerland. 29 Poland, Japan, Czech, Austria. 33 Greece, Russia, South Africa. And 36 Iceland, then Romania and Costa Rica. So a bunch of those teams have switched quite a lot since their initial rankings.
They have.
But of course, that's going from only playing 2 games to playing 4. You'd expect that. Why don't you fill us in on the results of that?
Oh, I have some very exciting news.
Ooh, exciting
news. No call
news.
stands.
No call stands.
I wanted to keep you guessing for half a second.
That works.
So Team France will lose their official review with 10 minutes to go.
That's a good time to use it, I suppose.
But yeah, they still have a timeout.
Listen to how loud this track is, though. Holy cow. We've got 3 Australian jammers
and 2 French jammers. 4.
I think they have all of the jammer stars on the track.
Yep, they do.
They have no stars left.
They have 6 jammers.
Wait.
6 stars.
There are more stars on the track than on an Australian flag.
That's Trivial Pursuit right there. And they're all lining up. Yeah.
We need
a
photo.
Hope somebody's taking a picture of this, man.
Please.
I hope somebody's taking a picture of this. This is beautiful.
These are World Cup moments, though.
They are.
These are precisely World Cup moments. Like, the fans behind us are asking, what is going on? Well, number one, it's a timeout, so whatever. Well, if the whistle goes now, this is where we need the rules geek. How many penalties does everybody get?
Actually, they're just asked. First, they're just asked to leave.
Oh, that's true. They're just whistled back to your bench.
I don't think they have a plan for 10 jammers.
No, but that is going to go into the case manual for the next year. The WFTDA case book, what to do if they field 7 jammers.
Okay, crack info. Australia is asking for a review now.
Okay.
They are asking for a track cut on the French jammer at the end of the jam.
Oh, look at this dance by the Australian supporter section.
I'm saying something important.
Sorry. But they're dancing in sequence.
I know.
Sequence.
I know, that's very important. There wasn't anything else to add other than stand by for the final call.
And we're going to get a result in a moment. We're going to get a... Oh.
Okay, wait a minute.
Fill me in.
Now we're talking business. They are issuing the cut.
And we still have 6 jammers.
We have 6 jammers and no French jammers because she went to the box. The French jammer will be in the box. That means a power star for Team Australia. With 6 jammers, I would say
that is very power start. I love how we're thinking the same joke there, too.
Okay, which one will it be?
Oh.
Holy cow.
It's 1-3-3-7. It is indeed Freudian Slit. Second jam for Australia and picks up lead with a power jam.
Wow, she certainly had lots of support on that line.
No, they're all still laughing on the sidelines for having done that.
No kidding. And now Team Australia, the Australian blockers holding back 1 French blocker.
You know, I suppose if you're up 193-41, you can make a joke or two. Your coach isn't going to get mad at you.
No, but I think the coach was probably in on it.
Oh, I'm sure the coach is in on it.
That's probably, I don't know if it's his idea, but it's obviously the team strategy that confused the hell out of everybody.
Well, yeah, but, 2 jammers, maybe 3, but
that's
6?
taking it to it's a different level, I agree. But I love it.
Oh, it was great. Now we've got a classic old-fashioned grinding it out pack. Like, we've switched from the speed derby for a second, but a star pass.
Beautiful star pass. Again, number 18, Miss Gadin. Miss Gadin has been the recipient of numerous star passes here.
France has clearly drilled that style of star pass.
Yeah.
Just airlifting the jammer out of trouble.
Freudian Slit picks up 5, but hey, Miss Gadin steals 2 points. Yep, denied.
Let's take another look.
There
That was everybody sliding out of the way, and there goes Freudian Slit up the inside on the replay.
2-on-2. That's all you need. You know, both blockers going on offense.
Now we have a 2-jammer for Australia.
2-jammer for Australia, and if you're going against the line, man, that's got to be driving you crazy. Which one is it going to be?
And you'd assume it's like the inside one, right? Because they'd have a harder time getting off the track. But you notice they're rotating.
Yeah.
Who's the inside one? Who's the outside one? This is funny. It's clever, but it's funny.
Well, it's funny, but I bet the French blockers are saying, what the F is going on?
It's like anyone who saw Italy play rugby last year in the Six Nations when they refused to do a ruck.
Well, clearly somebody was watching. Pepe Le Punch, jammers pour l'équipe de France. Première jammeuse, Gomez pour l'équipe d'Australie.
Clearly this 2-jammer thing is part of the Aussie sense of humor.
Oh yeah. Pepe Le Punch prend des points. Elle arrête le jam en projetant ses hanches devant la dernière bloqueuse d'Australie. Elle prend 4 points. 4-0 for Team France. And look at this. This totally energized the French cheering section.
When the French cheering section came loud and proud, nice move just to brace herself against that inside line, squeeze past and pick it up. And the French fans are loud.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
198-47 favoring Australia. 8 minutes left in this half. We got Moody for Team Australia versus Missy Hammer for Team France.
Oh, this is a little grindy, but there we go. Moody picking up lead.
That's
able
right.
to grind out into lead.
Missy Hammer has removed the star. She has passed it. Past the star. Another star pass. A beautiful star pass this time.
You know, they have been drilling the heck out of it, France have.
Well, if you're playing a team like Australia, which you know is going to be difficult. Well, okay, 3-0 for Australia. 3 points, calling it off. As I was saying, if you're playing a team like Australia, you know it's going to be difficult. You know Australia has fantastic strategies to get lead.
Oh, yeah.
You want to get your jammer out. And the star pass is a great way to execute that when needed.
And if you're coaching or you're a captain or you're skating, do not for a moment think you should only drill how to get lead.
Yeah.
You actually need to spend more time drilling what to do when you don't have lead.
So you don't start bleeding points.
Right. If you execute that well, you can stop bleeding right away and actually take back control of the game.
Yep. Freudian Slit for Team Australia. Jolie for Team France. Freudian Slit on the inside. Trying not to go out of bounds.
Now this looks more like old-fashioned derby. We got very little in the way of offense. 2 slow-moving walls. The jammer.
Freudian Slit, push to the back, and now, now it's only 2 blockers with 1 offensive for Team Australia.
Oh,
and
great.
She still manages.
No.
Oh, no. She did, but illegally.
Yeah, direction of gameplay, I think that was.
Yeah, now 2 blockers for Team France. That's going to be tough. Okay, Freudian Slit picks up lead.
And the jammer-proof fence manages to keep living up to its name. You know, a couple of jams back there, they were starting to fall, but they have fixed up the holes in the fence, I tell you.
Yeah, Jolie is going to draw back. Freudian Slit, but because she wanted to get her blockers back on, kill some time.
Yep.
Australian jammer, of course, Freudian Slit knew that and say, no, I want to keep those jammers in the box. Those blockers in the box, I'm going to call it off right away.
And Australia's going to roll 2 jammers back out again.
Yep.
I love it. I love it.
Man. Mac Rocket pour l'équipe de France et pour l'équipe d'Australie. On a Gomez. C'est Gomez, première jammeuse. Lead jammer for Team Australia is Gomez. Mac Rocket still contending with the Australian defense as they recycle in front of her, but jammer cap in hand, she exits the pack. Gomez hits the pack on a scoring pass. With extra offense, she picks up some points and calls it off. Let's see, she picked up 4. Yeah, she picked up all 4.
And it looks like right now England are up against Sweden 205 to 134.
That's not bad.
So a much closer game over there.
Yeah.
And remember, winners meet, losers meet. So we're expecting tomorrow, if nothing funny happens, an Australia-England and a France-Sweden.
Well, there you go.
Should certainly be a lot of fun.
Meet up with the motherland.
That'd be a quality game. Be a quality game.
Pepe Le Punch for Team France. Moody is for Team Australia.
And Moody, with a beautiful little spin move, ducks around that pack, picking up lead.
Pepe Le Punch is still fighting for her initial pass. Moody has entered the pack. She's scoring points. And scoring points she has. She's picked up 5. Hot on her tail is Pepe Le Punch with jammer cap in hand. Moody calls it off, too close for comfort. 2:13 to 47. Team Australia in the lead with 4 minutes to go. Monsieur Statman. Let me tell you about Skater Punch Shake Shop.
Ooh.
As Europe's original derby-owned and devoted skate shop, Sucker Punch is dedicated to helping you with honest advice to find exactly what you need and more. Our technical know-how and expertise is unrivaled, as is our availability of your favorite gear and the fast shipping we offer throughout Europe. SuckerPunchSkateShop.com.
And lead jammer status for Freudian Slit pretty much right off the bat. And this is the other fun thing to notice is how many skaters from Team USA are scattered around this crowd scouting Australia.
Well, you know one strategy, they're definitely scouting.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was interesting because I'm sitting here and I turn around behind and it's Scald Eagle and Lady Trample going, what the heck are they doing when we have the 6 jammers on track?
Yep.
They're right over there. Oh, the camera cut. No.
But we still got action on the track. Freudian Slit is the lead jammer for Team Australia. Team France has Missy Hammer. Missy Hammer has not yet completed her initial.
No, that's right. Freudian Slit has points in this pass. But is having to rescore them. It's always frustrating as a jammer.
Well, yes, but Missy Hammer is still stuck on the pack.
True.
So they're going to keep it going and milk that clock.
That's exactly right. And France only have 1 time to stop the clock.
Star pass.
Yep.
Again, France to 93. Hooligan.
Now
Team Australia decided to call it off.
Yep.
Uh-oh, you exit the pack, you're ruining the party.
Nope, that's exactly right. Here we go. Take another look. Nice little shoulder tap. Great work on that outside line. But there's the French pivot come jammer squeezing through on the inside line. So under 2 minutes remaining. More than 2 jammers on this track right now.
3.
That's right. Slightly more than 2.
Jolie for Team France. Gomez for Team Australia.
And Gomez gets lead.
Jammer on jammer.
Jolie says, let's play. Oh, that footwork from Jolie. That was beautiful.
Yep.
Watch his pack.
The pack is coming together.
Watch his pack. Oh! And Jolie just smiled.
That's right. She got her. Gomez is the lead jammer. Jolie exited the pack but is reabsorbed.
That's right.
I'm sorry, you ate the baby.
Jolie was the only shop for one more jam.
Yeah.
If Jolie had been able to keep up, then they would have had to call it at some point and play another jam. Now Australia owns the clock.
Yeah, now Jolie's trying to pass the star.
Yep. That was an amazing eat the baby move, though, wasn't it?
Totally.
I had almost forgotten about the Australian pack until they come storming through.
And storming they were.
Holy. That's a typhoon right there, isn't it?
Gomez has completed her 2nd scoring run, picking up 5 twice.
Does Australia get typhoons? Sometimes. Cyclones, that's what they get. There we go. Oh, that spin move.
3rd scoring pass. And she just decides, to call it off so they can get one more jam in.
They can get one more jam, that's true.
They can get one more jam in. They're just a little over 30 seconds.
I don't think France have to call timeout, although I'm sure they will if they have to.
They won't. They won't have to. There's 1
You're
second.
You're right. There's 1 second difference.
Yeah.
So there will be one more jam.
Yeah.
Remember the old days of Derby where everyone just used to chant one more jam all the time? Even when there was 10 minutes left on the clock.
As if you could just throw one in for fun.
You think the referee's sitting there going, whistle, oh wait, just for the hell of it, take another jam.
Freudian slit for Team Australia. Mac Rocket is out there for Team France.
Mac Rocket is in the penalty box, so this is going to be a power jam for Freudian slit. But watch that wall of red doing an awesome job of holding Freudian slit for the first 20 seconds of that jam.
Yeah, because now she's out.
That was great defense by the French, genuinely.
And now Team Australia is just keeping that entire wall apart, so much so that only 2 blockers are in the front. A beautiful offense.
Freudian slit's got lead.
Beautiful offense.
She can call it. And Australia are going to the semifinal round.
That's right. In style.
So Australia will be playing tomorrow against England for the chance to medal in the Roller Derby World Cup. Final score unofficial still, but I think we can safely say that Australia are going to advance from this game.
Yeah, I think you can.
I think we can say that.
Well, I don't think there's going to be a 190-point mistake.
No, I don't think so.
No. However, Team Australia...
It's final. So, 238 plays 47. France are going to play Sweden for a shot at 5th. Australia will meet England in the rematch of this summer's Ashes for a shot at the gold medal. Holy cow. And it is not a 5-match series.
No.
This is winner take all.
Yes.
It's not a 5-match series, although our producer is happy to point out any one of those matches would have worked.
I want to see them all. I want to see them all. You know, Australia, it seems like, really came into this tournament with a mission.
Yes.
And since they won, they've just sort of, you know, put their foot down and just kind of driven forward, taking no prisoners.
But you know what? You also have to give it up to France because they came into this game doing exactly what an underdog should.
Yeah.
Firing on all cylinders and doing crazy stuff.
Nothing to lose. And
for the first, 5 or 6 nothing to lose. That's the name of the team.
Oh, you're right.
From Toulouse.
You're right.
But for the first, 5 or 6 jams, France had the lead because they came out firing and they came out a little crazy. And it worked.
It worked.
And you saw in that last jam, 20-second hold by the French line, even in a power jam.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. They're an A-list team.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do against Sweden. Because Sweden also came in guns blazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a fun game.
Yeah, I thought Sweden might be one of those teams to crack that top 4 VIP.
Yes.
So France, you know, making a case in this game alone, saying, you know, hey, don't count us out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, we will count on you to tune in tomorrow to catch all this great action right here on the Blood and Thunder track, all 4 tracks of the Roller Derby World Cup. On behalf of our producer, Pants, my name is Statman.
My name is Plastic Patrick.
And we'll see you later.